Sometimes he doesn't, but we still love him,
We
though,
do.
don't we?
Absolutely.
Hey, a hiking trail from Portland to the coast looks like it might finally become a reality. People have been talking about the Salmonberry Trail for a decade. It's an 84-mile stretch of trail that would go from Banks to Tillamook. You're seeing a map there. Joining us with where the project stands now is Salmonberry Trail Development Director Doug Decker. Thanks for being here today. And you actually have some good news. A meeting was going on this morning, and you have an update for us.
That's right. We've been working back and forth with Port of Tillamook Bay and the Salmonberry Trail Intergovernmental Alliance, and this morning they've agreed on a lease agreement that kind of gives the go-ahead and the let's go forward with developing the trail.
Well, congratulations.
Boy, no kidding, Doug. You guys have been working on this for a long time.
Yep.
So this is a huge step. How long, really, to give people an idea of historically what this means to finally get a go-ahead?
Well, you know, we could actually, if you want to turn the clock back, the railroad was built in 1904, 1905,
right.
And people have been traveling that way for a long time. Really since 2007. That was when the storm came through and kind of wiped out the middle 16 miles, what I call the 16 miles of chaos in the Salmonberry Canyon. After that is really when the conversation began about with the port and Tillamook County, do they want to rebuild that rail line, or are they interested in doing something different? And that's when the partnerships began to form.
So in your opinion, why are people so excited about this? What's the need for this type of project?
Well, imagine being able to walk or ride your bike from the Willamette Valley to the Oregon coast. That's pretty cool.
Beautiful area to go.
Yeah. And it would be almost like, I don't know, going back in time. You know, how the first people got to the coast.
You bet.
I think you would see it completely differently on a trip like that.
The history piece is really important. There's the whole natural history story of the Coast Range and the beauty and the fires and the reforestation. But then there's also just the human history, the development, the logging towns, the railroad itself, just a tremendous story about the railroad.
So what are the next steps then? They had that approval on the lease agreement this morning.
Right.
Obviously, this is not something that's going to be done in a year from now.
It's a big project.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so it's also a project that's sparked by homework. We've been doing our planning and our homework all the way along. We have advisory committees on the coast and on the valley side, and what we're looking at probably over the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to look for a catalyst project that will allow us to really get going and tie in with some existing recreation facilities, trails, probably on the east side, on the Willamette Valley side, where we can really get moving and show people just how exciting and fun it'll be to have a trail access.
But you're thinking how many years out until I can actually step foot on that trail?
Oh, I think we're actually going to be starting trail construction in the foreseeable future. You know, the Banks-Vernonia Trail is one that's right nearby this one. That took 30 years. And I think this is a trail that's going to grow in pieces over time as communities are ready, as resources are ready, and we can get to it. But we've got the plans in place.
That's great. Well, people can follow the progress, and then once the finished project is done, it'll be much appreciated.
Keep us updated.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll
Doug
be
Decker,
so exciting.
Salmonberry Trail. Thank you so much.
Well, rain or shine.